track of. Shannon, right now, if you had to pick, who's the best team in the East?
Sixers. It is not close. Skip, look, is Al Horford or Tobias Harris the player that Jimmy Butler is? No. But there's something to be said for a locker room. And I believe that's what Al Horford will give them, a bigger presence in the locker room, a more calming presence, not as confrontational. And maybe Jimmy thinks that's the way to go about it. But you can't confront everybody. Everybody's not going to be on the same wavelength, have the same type of demeanor, or want the same thing or want to go about the same things that you do. I think Al Horford as a third or a fourth option is a great position for him. Skip, the mistake that Boston made is that when they signed him, they didn't have Kyrie and they didn't have Gordon Hayward. So he's the linchpin. He's the number one guy. That's not what he is. He's not a guy you build around and say, oh, yeah, we go in place with Al. But you put Joel Embiid in the mix. You put Ben Simmons in the mix. You add Tobias Harris. Now you got a nice quality player that if Joel Embiid missed times, you can slide him to the 5. He can play the 5. He can play the 4. He can stretch. He can shoot the 3. From mid. Now, they're going to be hell on defense. That's a big frontline team. Everybody goes 6'9" above. Tobias is the shorter at 6'9". And then you go 6'10" Ben Simmons, 7'2" Joel Embiid, 6'10 and a half, 6'10, 11 Al Horford. And I love the swap with Josh Richardson. Guy that can play D, can shoot the 3, great offensive guy. So I like them, Skip. I thought Boston got better. Kyrie is a better player than Kemba Walker. But Kyrie has his issues that didn't sit well in that locker room. I'm not so sure there are very many people in Boston's locker room. I don't know how the fans feel about him, Skip, but I don't think there's very many people in the Boston organization that's upset that Kyrie is no longer there. Milwaukee will still be good. They brought back Chris Middleton. They did lose Brogdon, but they were able to re-sign Brook Lopez. Just saw that they might have signed his brother, Robin Lopez. So I think they'll still be good. Toronto's in a heap of trouble. But right now, as we sit here, it's Sixers, and it's not even close.
Wait, so now it's a done deal. Number 2 is not going back to Toronto?
No, they're in a holding pattern.
Okay.
And, you know, Skip, look, either put me down or don't take off. If I got I hate when, like, well, you know, the traffic is backed up over Hartsfield, Jackson, and so we're going to be in a hold my butt. Take me down. Kawhi, take your time. Cause we got this.
But
we got this.
All last week you were saying he should go back to Toronto.
That was before. That was before.
Yeah. You've said a lot of things that changed on the fly, right? Okay. So what if he does? Let's do the hypothetical. What if he does go back to Toronto? Then who's the best team in the East? Still?
Yes.
Wow. So you're admitting he made the luckiest shot in the history of the playoffs to beat Philly. Am I right?
They ain't got nothing to do with it, Skip.
Okay, because I agree with your premise. Because if Joel Embiid doesn't have 2 viruses and 2 sore knees, they're going to win that series against Toronto. And it went to the last shot. And again, that was with a Jimmy Butler that they decided didn't really fit. So they're winning, you might say, in value, in an overall impact on and off the floor. He is not Al Horford. I will take Al Horford over Jimmy Butler any day or any night as the more valuable member of my basketball team. All Al Horford has done in his career is make the playoffs every year. And it's because he was always the rock, the driving force, he's the one they all look to for leadership and big shot making.
He just can't be the best player.
No, okay, I got that. He doesn't look like the best player. He doesn't act like the best player, but he makes a lot of big shots.
Yeah.
And he makes a lot of big defensive stops when you need it most. He will block a shot where you say, where did that come from? Right? So to me, that if you roll out that 5 of Embiid and Ben Simmons and Al Horford, and Tobias is back, and Josh Richardson, to me, is a budding young star. It's 3 and D that he gives you, but it's star power. Those 5, that's the best 5 in the East. Do they have much depth? They do not. They still have Mike Scott, and that's about it.
They lost JJ.
Yeah, they lost JJ. So they need to add some shooters, and the list is getting meager by the minute. The more you read your phone, it gets worse and worse.
It does.
But Seth Curry is out there. Danny Green, my man.
But he waiting on what he waiting on. Okay. He let it be known. He waiting on Kawhi.
I got
a feeling he's going to be up in L.A. You too, huh?
It could be, depending on, or maybe with the Clippers.
No.
Yeah.
Stop saying
maybe
that.
He's going back to Toronto.
I know you. Look, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to speak it into existence.
I am, and it just might work.
No.
So the point is that they need some shooters to replace JJ.
They do.
Who, by the way, is now a Pelican, and the Pelicans, all of a sudden, they look like a force to me.
Skip, you remember I was saying the Lakers, JJ Redick would look good in a Lakers uniform, and everybody that would come up here and tell me, oh, he's entrenched in that Philly city. Oh, he loves Philly. Okay, really? No, let me tell you what he loves more than Philly. Money. Or let's go win with a bunch of kids. Oh, you ain't win what?
Win
what?
Win a bet with you.
Win what?
Right? Uh-huh.
Beignets and do.
Yeah.
Jen,
Okay.
You know what? I was willing to let you buy it because we're going to sign Kawhi today by probably 6 o'clock. And I'm going to be willing to let you buy half a case. But other than that, you got to pay the full price, 2 dozen beignets.
Okay.
With
so now,
powdered sugar.
way to go. So I love Jimmy Butler. I love his guts. I love his toughness. Don't love his leadership. He's just a challenger. He's a fire starter.
Yeah.
And so he wanted his own stage. He's a D-Wade, almost a disciple of D-Wade. So he says, let me go try to replace D-Wade as the solo star in Miami. Right. Okay, so last year they went 39-43. Will he push them into an 8th or a 7th seed? I believe he will. Could they take the number 1 seed if they're the 8th seed to 6 or 7 games? Yep, I think they could.
No,
yes.
you could.
Just because of Jimmy Butler. That's how much respect I have. But they're going to lose in the first round. Even though it might be a battle, they're going to lose because that's the ceiling he's going to hit in Miami. So they have factor? No, not to me. Kemba Walker, what has he done in his career in Charlotte? Help me out. He made the playoffs twice as a 6 seed and a 7 seed and did not win a first.
And who would he have to go up against?
Well, he had to run into those guys, okay?
Hey, come on.
So it wasn't a fair fight. But still, is Kemba better than Kyrie, to your point? Is he close? He's close. He's really good.
But,
okay, so what were they last year? Boston went 49-33. They're going to be appreciably better with Kemba? No. Are they going to be worse?
49-33, you mean?
What did I say?
49-43.
33.
Yeah.
49-33.
33, yes.
Okay, so are they going to be about the same? I'll give them that, except they lost Al Horford.
Right.
But again,
and Rozier.
Just on happiness, are they going to be a happier basketball team with still a nice young coach, good young coach?
I think that's going to be the biggest thing, Skip, because sometimes, what Kyrie was bringing in that locker room, guys weren't happy.
Yep.
You saw Jaylen Brown take a step back. Rozier took a step back. Jason Tatum was not the same guy that we saw in the playoffs the previous year. So I think by bringing Kemba in where he might not be Kyrie as far as big shot, but Skip, he got handles. He can hit big shots too now.
He can. He's just a little man.
He's a little man, but I just think the peace and the harmony that's going to be in the locker room and when they have it on the court, because I don't think, Kyrie hit that big shot. He was a champion. He saw himself as way up here, and then the guys were here. That won't work.
Well, now they're all on the same level, which means they're going to be the 5th seed. Could they win a series? Maybe they could win.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe.
I mean, we talk about the best team in the East, but we know who's about to be the best team in the NBA, don't we, Skip?
Which brings us to the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't know. They lost Brogdon, but they retained Middleton
and Lopez.
Yep. So are they going to still be very good? I mean, they had the best record in basketball.
That's a lot of
still.
Skip.
Yeah, I know.
Chris Middleton, 5 for 178.
Yep.
But let me ask you a question, Skip. At some point,